Welcome back to Dynasty Football Live. Today, we're going to be bringing you some real live GOAT shit, okay? Today, we're bringing you that dream team, baby. That one that you dream of when you wake up and you want the perfect lineup, the unstoppable lineup, the lineup that would just run through anyone and everything for you. So you can sleep good at night. You can go home, tell your wife, I won my Dynasty Football Championship, and feel like a real man. So today, at Dynasty Football Live, we're going to turn you chumps into some real men. And by doing that, we're going to show you the very best of the Dynasty Football world and how we would create the Dynasty Dream Team. Let's get this cracking, Manny. What do we got up? Let's start this. Let's start this dream team, baby. Let's build this. You build yours, I'll build mine. We'll let these viewers really come and witness greatness and show them how it's done. Let's go, Manny. What do you got? Let's start off with quarterbacks.
All right. So what I was thinking is we're going to be using our dynasty, like our own dynasty football format. So it's a 1 QB. There's no kickers. We have an extra flex position, so it's 9 roster spots. So we have a quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 2 flex, tight end, and a defense. So that's the kind of the format we'll be going with. And I think what we're going to do is we'll go position by position. So I'll pick who my quarterback's going to be, and then Byron's going to pick his quarterback, and then we'll go back and forth like that. How does that sound?
Sounds great, and I want to mention one thing. This is for the up-and-coming 2023 season only. So we're doing this for next season. This is your unbeatable team. If you have these players, these are do-not-sell players. These are dynasty gems. These are your best of the best. These are your Steph Currys of football. So, guys, this is our unbeatable team. Set it, forget it. You don't even have to pull these out all year. So let's get that going, Manny. What do we got at quarterback for your dream team?
All right. First of all, I'm going to go and say I disagree with the Steph Curry comment, but I'll start here. Okay. So for me, I think we saw sort of this player take the next step in his evolution as an elite quarterback in the NFL. And I think we saw that in the Super Bowl. I think a lot of people had questions about his passing ability. Obviously, throughout the season, he did very well passing the ball, but he kind of took it to another level in the Super Bowl, in the biggest stage. And I think that continues. I think he's kind of solidified his, for me, he's my number 1 quarterback, and that's Jalen Hurts. Obviously, extremely strong, able to run very well. It's basically like having an extra running back in your lineup, which is why the rushing upside is so important. So for me, it's going to be Jalen Hurts as my starting quarterback, and I think he's going to be a league winner.
Hey man, you know what, guys? I think that is the best selection, that we both can agree upon. I'm also going to take Jalen Hurts, and my take is a little bit different. So guys, if you pull up this guy's dynasty or fantasy points from last year, it looks like somebody morphed a quarterback with a RB1. A QB1 with an RB1 in the same week is almost unbeatable. I mean, literally, you could just set him in, and there's half your points for the week. I mean, this guy, Jalen Hurts, really wowed me last year. And, for me, guys, he is a set-it-and-forget-it quarterback. He is a dynasty gem. He is setting the table for what the NFL is looking for in a future quarterback to lead their franchise. Everyone is now looking for the Jalen Hurts, the RPO champion. And this guy right here has so many weapons under his belt that, for me, he is going to be a league winner all across the board next year. So you're right, Manny. I'm going Jalen Hurts, too, for my dynasty dream team quarterback to lead me to the promised land.
Awesome. And if it means anything to you, we kind of reviewed strength of schedule. And as far as the top tier quarterbacks, which in our minds going to be Mahomes, Allen, Hurts, and Burrow, they all have similar strengths of schedule. Obviously, that goes back to how the team performed last season. So their opponents obviously probably got a little better. So take that with a grain of salt. But they all have the same strength of schedule. But yeah, Jalen Hurts for sure. For me, I think at running back, should I go ahead and pick two or pick one?
So how I was going to do it, we're going to do, you pick the quarterback, I'll start with the running backs, we'll flip-flop. That way, kind of can get the perspective of where we're both going here.
Okay, sounds good.
For me, I would like to take the starting role. This is a guy who I've owned him one time in Dynasty, and I was so incredibly happy to have him. Not in our league that me and Manny's in, but, obviously he is a true workhorse running back, a true undeniable just juggernaut of a running back.
Mm-hmm.
And for my dream team RB1, I'm taking Jonathan Taylor from the Indianapolis Colts. And for me, guys, if you could mold a perfect running back, this guy for me, he is it. He is everything that you could ask for in a running back. Had a little bit of off here last year, had a little bit of an injury hiccup. We all see that happen from time to time, but don't let that fool you. This man right here will run straight through a brick wall for his team, and I love that in him. Jonathan Taylor, at 24 years old, is a set-it-and-forget-it absolute monster. And for me, Jonathan Taylor is my RB1 on my Dynasty Football Dream Team.
All right, sounds good. All right, go next, right?
Yep, you're up.
I think, man, it's tough. Obviously, I think Jonathan Taylor is a great pick. And even though he is going to be in my team, for me, my RB1 is going to be Nick Chubb. And the reason that is because obviously, he's a little older in age, but I think going into this season, and obviously I'm going with, what Watson's going to bring to the table. And considering what he's done with subpar quarterbacks at the position and still being an elite running back, I can't even imagine what's going to happen if Watson actually comes back to the Watson that we saw with the Texans. And actually they have a passing game where they don't have to load up the box like they normally do to Nick Chubb. So I think for me, it's not exactly, obviously he's a great player. It's not like I'm, taking it's not a sleeper or a hot take or anything. But I think considering what Watson may bring to the table, for me, Nick Chubb is my RB1.
Hey, man, I like to see you mix it up there. This cat right here, just carries around 45-pound, plates. It seems like he's the biggest and the baddest workout warrior of all the running backs. Everybody just clamors over this guy's strength and how strong he is. I'm agreeing with you here. I like how you went Chubb here. For me, man, he's one of the most underrated. I know he's a big time running back, but I don't feel like when I hear people talking about Nick Chubb, they give Nick Chubb the respect he deserves, man. This cat right here is a absolute beast, man, when you talk about a beast. So,
no, 100%. And I think it has to do a lot with the Browns not being as successful. And maybe things change. I think their team is it's pretty set. It all kind of banks on Watson, what he's going to do. But, we'll see. We'll see if they can make a name for themselves, or the Browns, rather, make a name for themselves.
Well, we're gonna let you continue on with your picks here at RB2 selection spot. So who you got, man?
All right. This is tough. I know I said I wanted to pick Taylor, but what he did last year after getting traded from the Panthers, man, Christian McCaffrey, if he can stay healthy. Obviously, there's questions at quarterback. It doesn't seem to matter who the quarterback is. But the way he runs the ball, along with his catching ability, he's sort of the central, the focal point of that offense. I think what he did after that trade to San Francisco is going to continue, and I think for me, he's my RB2. It seems weird to pick between Jonathan Taylor and McCaffrey, but that's what I have here.
Man, you know what? I couldn't agree more. He actually is going to be my RB2 just because what he brings on the, the whole. Guys, when we talk about PPR and you talk about a guy that can run through the middle, run to the outside, catch swing passes, just be missed. The way that Shanahan uses him is the way he was always molded to be used, which it kind of brings me back to the old Shanahan days when Kyle Shanahan's father actually coached McCaffrey's dad at the Broncos, which is cool how that bond has brought them, their sons back together at San Francisco, which is really cool. I really like that story. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty awesome. Go check it out. But hey guys, Kyle Shanahan is using Christian McCaffrey how he's supposed to be used. Guys, this is your guy. This is easily, RB2 for me. I like to put that big workhorse, more of a, true running back at RB1, and then give me my, my PPR guy at RB2. Give you a nice little mix to get them catches out of the backfield. So for me, I'm agreeing with you, Manny. I'm taking him as my RB2. Christian McCaffrey just can't be beat.
All right, I think we'll go ahead and start with the receivers now. I'll do one, you do one, and then we'll go back and forth, pick our two receivers, and then we'll go to tight end and the flex. So now we'll do, for me, there's no, I'm not even going to talk too much about it. I think Jefferson's my wide receiver one. What he did last year was even more incredible than he did his rookie year. I think he's probably going to continue to just dominate and be the guy. Even though Addison's there, I think Jefferson's going to be kind of set it and forget it. No question. So that's my wide receiver one.
Consensus all across the board. Same with me. Wide receiver one. We're not going to waste too much time on this. Y'all all know who Justin Jefferson is. That Jay Jettis. He is not going to stop. He is not going to be slowed down by anything. This dude is Randy Moss of the future, man. He is their new Randy Moss. He is the league's new Randy Moss, and he has shown that over the past 2 years. Definitely my wide receiver one as well.
All right.
So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take the wide receiver two here, which we all know. I mean, these guys coincide with each other. Team LSU, I'm taking Jamar Chase. That's my wide receiver two.
Yeah. For me, it's the same thing. I think what we've seen from both of these guys in their first 2 years, obviously Jefferson a little more, but what we've seen from these guys has been next level, and I think it continues this year. And yeah, we don't have to talk too much about it. You know who these guys are. So Jefferson and Chase, 1 and 2, 1A and 1B, elite of the elite.
Man, these teams are getting my heart going over here, man. This is my favorite video, guys. I hope you guys know how much we are involved in this channel and how much we really care about showing you these people, because man, these guys right here, man, if you are a dynasty or a fantasy player, to see this kind of lineup would bring nightmares to anybody.
Yeah, for sure. All right, who do you have at tight end?
All right, flex spots. We're going to do flex or tight ends now. Which one do you want to do?
We'll do tight end, and then we'll do the flex.
Okay, tight end and then 2 flex. All right, so tight end. Guys, there ain't nobody ever coming over this dude. As long as this dude's in the league, I've never seen a tight end like him. I don't care that he's 36 years old. I don't know how old he is, but he's up there. Travis Kelce, baby. Give me Travis
33.
Kelce.
Man, you get him 3 years.
Hey, Travis Kelce, what he did last year, this is my guy. I love Travis Kelce. The greatest fantasy football tight end. The GOAT for me. There ain't nobody even close. Well, Gronkowski, sorry, you are right there. But Travis Kelce, dude, right here.
Yeah, for a slight set for a second, I was going to pick someone else. I think... it might be a shocker. I think Hawkinson is going to have a really, really good year, but I don't think you can compare the two. So I'm going to go with Travis Kelce as well as my tight end one. Definitely hope it continues. They have such a bond with him and Mahomes, and I hope that continues this year. And what he did last year was insane. So, yeah, Travis Kelce.
They need to make a statue of Travis Kelsey outside of Heinz Field, man. Or yeah, but not Heinz Field. What is
Arrowhead.
it? Arrowhead. Yeah,
Arrowhead.
Arrowhead. Not Burrowhead. Arrowhead. Sorry. So yeah, for real. Hey, this guy right here, man. They need to retire his number as soon as he hangs him up, because that's what he's meant to this franchise.
Yeah, 100%. Hmm.
Flex spot number 1. Who you taking, baby?
Man, this is tough. Let's see. I'm gonna go with. This is tough. I'm gonna go with Tyreek Hill.
Hey, woo! Hey, that's some heat right there, boy. That's scary. Oh my
Yeah.
God, Tyreek Hill.
Can you imagine having those three?
Man,
I thought about going at running back. I may still do that in my next flex spot,
yeah,
but the idea of having four like elite wide receivers in my lineup,
yeah.
it's just too intriguing for me. That's kind of how I have mine set up currently. So, in our league, so yeah, for me, Tyreek Hill is my first flex spot.
I like that. I like that. Now, guys, he took one person, that has very, very high upside. Tyreek Hill, when he goes off, he's putting up like 30 ridiculous Julio Jones game type numbers, right? When Julio was elite. All right. So I'm gonna take a guy that everyone's sleeping on. I don't know if you're sleeping on him, but he's a record-setting wide receiver, and he don't have no one behind him taking away snaps because they shipped Allen Robinson off. I'm taking my boy Cooper Kupp. And if Cooper Kupp blows up like he did when they won the Super Bowl, you talking about a very, very scary person, okay? So Cooper Kupp is my flex spot number 1.
Nice. All right. All right, yeah, I can't do it. I'm gonna go 4 wide. I'm gonna go with CD Lamb. I think, we saw what he did last year. Kind of took that next step, after Cooper left, and I think it only continues to get better. Now they have kind of more of a, I don't know, they can't like double him as much because I think they have Cooks now. They have Gallup, and they also, they have more of a balanced attack where I think you can't just leave them one-on-one, either of them, right?
Yeah.
So for me, CD Lamb's going to take the next step, and he's going to be, wow, I didn't realize he was 6'2", 200 pounds. He doesn't look that big, but yeah, CD Lamb for me, I'm going to go with 4 wide receivers and set it and forget it.
Yeah, that's good, man. I like CD Lamb. I think it's a great pick. I think he is going to, put you up some decent numbers. However, that wide receiver room just added Brandon Cooks. I'm a little nervous about Brandon Cooks, to be honest. I think that he's going to come in and command at least an 800 to 1,000-yard season. I'm not shitting on your pick at all. I think it's a great pick. Everyone knows CD Lamb's electric. I live here in Dallas. Everyone's got his jersey on. So CD Lamb is a great pick. For me, I'm going to another true PPR nightmare. And
Okay.
I'm going to tell you this, man. I'm going to pick Devontae Adams right here.
Devontae Adams, all right.
Devontae Adams has never let anyone down, ever. Ever. I don't know one season he's let anyone down at the position. I think there was maybe one season, but I can't really remember which one it was. Devontae Adams will get you where you want to be. I see it year in and year out. This cat just produces, man, and he is a true set it and forget it wide receiver. Give me Devontae Adams right here. As much as I've slept on this guy as his whole career, never drafted him one time, which, it pains me to say. Every time I haven't drafted him, it's come back to haunt me. Guys, Devontae Adams just will not let you down. He is a superstar. So Devontae Adams for me here at my final flex spot. And here we go to the big defenses. Uh, for me, I'm gonna be super excited here to take the Philadelphia Bulldogs. We're gonna, the Eagles have the dirtiest defense I've ever seen. Madden wise, you go play Madden right now and you import the new rosters and you put that defense out there. It is unreal the amount of talent they've added to regain what they needed to regain to compete for a Super Bowl. That they got, really to me the way it ended last year, cheated out of. I'm sorry to say, Kansas City. I don't know how the ref calls a holding play on that type of play to just basically, for me, they ruined the Super Bowl last year. That's just my honest opinion. We all know it was holding. He grabbed his jersey. It is what it is. But for me, I would have loved to see them go into overtime and really fight it out. So for me, Philadelphia Eagles, let's go. They're my number one defense coming up the next 2023 season.
I'm going to have to agree with you. I think the Eagles just kept, they were already good, but now they're even better with Jalen Carter and what's his name from Georgia?
Yeah.
They're all from Georgia.
Nolan Smith.
Yeah, Nolan Smith. They're getting back Derek Barnett. It goes on. And I agree with you. I think as far as the holding call, the issue for me is not that he was or wasn't holding. The issue for me is they hadn't called a holding call the whole game. There were clear holding calls that could have been called. He already set that sort of standard or guidelines as far as like what to expect to be called and not called throughout the game, and then he called it. That was his first holding call. It's not the place for that, but we don't have to get too far into it. But I think the Eagles, for sure, number one defense. Set it and forget it. It doesn't matter what the matchup is, they're gonna dominate.
It's beautiful, man. These lineups, you could go either way here, guys. We'd love to hear your comments down in the comment section. We have, we have been growing and growing and growing. There's good things coming in the future. We're gonna keep producing videos that people really, in their mind, we feel like grasp the Dynasty community more than what I've been seeing out there. But guys, we're gonna be pumping out some content throughout the season. Stay with us throughout preseason. We're gonna be getting you ready. Guys, come with us. Get on board. Get on this DFL, baby, because we need all the love we can get. We want you guys here with us. We're gonna show you the way. You got anything before we get out of here, Manny?
No, man, I really like this video. It's we're going to start doing, I know we're doing a lot of rankings and draft grades and stuff. I really like the videos we have coming up. So hopefully, the audience likes it and starts liking and subscribing. We have a lot of people who watch our videos and stuff, but they're not subscribed yet. It doesn't take long. It's free. Please, please like and subscribe. It would really help us out, continue to make this content. It is, I will 100% tell you that it is a lot harder than it looks and it sounds if you're just watching videos. So really appreciate if you guys would join the squad.
Yeah. Hey, one more thing before we go. I wanted to mention this. That boy Desean Jackson, baby. Big shout out to Desean Jackson. Hey, shared our reel. Followed Dynasty Football Live. So that's our first professional on board with Dynasty Football Live. So if he's on there, hey guys, we're doing something right. Y'all get on board. And always, Dynasty Football out.